Agreed.
Howdy do.
Howdy.
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 I need to fill up my flask and get me some clean water.
All right. I think Blake said you could just fill it up with ocean water, as unusual as that sounds.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna fill it up.
There we go.
All right, we can bring it over here to boil it.
But this place is just lovely. Look at all this ocean view, the sunrise and the sunset.
It's beautiful.
They got a sign up now.
Oh.
Well, they didn't have this before. Looks like it's closed for repairs. Do we want to try to sneak around to the burnt spots and try to get to the oven over there?
Yeah, let's try.
Mm-hmm.
It's so risky.
It is. There's another hole.
Oh, we made it.
Right, back out there before anybody sees us. Back around the holes you came through. Ah! This is the worst part. Oh!
Oh my.
All right.
That's close.
There's also a butcher here that you can sell meats to if you were to collect any while you're here. And there's a little stable person up the hill. I don't know that your horse will take the boat over to Guarma. I haven't ever tried.
I don't think it does. You can rent a donkey over here.
I don't have a horse.
Ah. Well, you can borrow a donkey if you see one around. This is the stable person. I guess it's a place you can buy stuff as well. I point them out because they're hard to find sometimes.
There he goes with that sassy mouth of his again.
Start that smart stuff with us. We've had enough of that. And the butcher is right down this way somewhere.
Oh, it's just below us.
Yeah, the butcher is right down there. You can see their little tent from here.
I see.
I didn't realize there's probably stairs somewhere.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Where was those stairs at? She took off for running.
Mm-hmm. Maybe over here? Not really stairs.
Well, let's see if I can jump over.
There we go.
A little general store off to our left here. Did you buy a Commonwealth guide already?
No.
Commonwealth Guide sells it in the general store, and it's a wealth of knowledge of how to craft and make things.
I'll definitely go and pick one up. Thank you. That might help.
Was it above the train station?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
Howdy.
the same.
Howdy.
Howdy do.
Howdy, howdy.
Oh, that's the nice gentleman over at the bakery store.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I took me a nap out in the farms over here last night, so I'm just waking up.
Good morning.
And
Thank
of course,
you.
he has no shoes on again. So he likes being one
Yeah.
with the earth.
That's right. Mm-hmm. I like to only put them on when I'm working at the bakery, you know, just for, you know, being professional for the business, you know. Don't want nobody thinking I've got my toes in their donuts or anything.
Well,
Is
some people might pay extra, you never know.
You never know.
is the bakery gonna be at the farmer's market a little later today?
I think, well, actually, no, I'm not sure. I don't know if Mr. Jones is going to be awake. But I know some of us from the bakery will be there. We might bring some things.
Oh, that's gonna be just lovely.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
But you took a nap here?
Yeah, we were doing a little farming over here last night, and I decided that was a nice place to take a nap on all the freshly harvested produce, you know.
Yeah, that's right.
What kind of produce did you harvest over here?
Some coffee beans, a little tobacco.
The bean soup served as a beverage.
Mm-hmm.
You know that's just a bean water, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a bean broth. They've been calling it coffee, but that's a bean broth. I know it is. I've seen those beans.
You know, I never thought of it that way, but you do make a good point.
Yeah. I want some of that hot bean broth you serve.
And then they water it down with the cream and sugar.
Yeah, they do.
Who knows? Maybe one day they'll maybe mix some ice up in with it.
I can't imagine that.
I know, it would be different, huh?
Yeah, it would.
The hot coffee served as cold.
A cold
Right.
bean broth.
Maybe mix a little ice cream in it from the ice cream shop.
I'm looking for one of those new things, a cold bean broth with ice cream in it.
And next thing you know, they're going to top it with whipped cream and a cherry on top.
Not a cherry.
You never know.
There's
Might be good.
There's a lot of options.
Right.
Once you've made the leap to drinking bean broth, you can do anything with it, I guess.
That's right.
You know, tea is just dried out leaves.
Do love my tea.
Few dumps in the water.
A leaf broth. Do you want the leaf broth or the bean broth?
The bean broth.
Yeah. It's got a little more kick to it, doesn't it?
Wonder why you
Yeah.
haven't done that with tobacco leaves. Dip it down in water and you get the broth that way.
Here at the Tobacco Broth Emporium, we've decided to cut out the middleman. We're now serving tobacco as a beverage. It could work.
Would it be like tobacco broth, tobacco soup, tobacco juice?
Ooh, a soup. Well, if you're serving it hot, it's a soup, but you can serve a broth cold or hot. I've seen some of those French soups. They serve, sometimes the broth is a cold broth.
That's right.
That's right.
But isn't a juice where you squeeze it?
Probably
Yeah.
take a lot of tobacco leaves to get that.
Fresh squeezed tobacco water. Does that sound more appetizing?
I don't know. Maybe just like swish it around your mouth, but don't drink it, you know. 'Cause I've eaten a few of them leaves and it didn't sit too right in my tummy.
There was a man in the bath still, smoking the loudest cigar. I told him to go outside.
Oh.
He had burned off his entire beard around where his chin was located.
Oh my goodness.
Such a nasty habit.
Yeah, unfortunately, I am a victim of it.
What? You smoking? You just picked up that smoking too?
Oh, I am. You know, I've since quit, but the addiction has stayed with me, full force.
You're ready for the soup now, aren't you?
Need a change.
Hot tobacco soup for when you've gotten tired of the other ways. That's how we advertise it. I don't know your name, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, my name is Moira.
Moira.
Yes, correct.
Moira.
Yeah.
This is Moira, and she is somewhat new to the county.
Yes, yes.
All right. Well, welcome, Moira. I'm Brooks.
Pleasure to meet you, Brooks.
Brooks works over there at the little bakery, just across from the stables from Saint Denis there. There's a bakery right there on the water.
Yep, if you ever get a sweet tooth, come on by.
Of course.
Miss Elvani, Mr. Eustace, I've still got a cupcake waiting for you two.
Oh, a cupcake. I'm
Oh
excited about
yes,
that.
I'm definitely excited about a cupcake.
That sounds lovely.
I think it will be.
Yeah, I think they have blueberry or was it blackberry cupcakes?
Blackberry cupcakes, but we've also got blueberry pie, apple pies, we got peach cobbler.
How much are
Couple
the
other sweet
apples going
items.
nowadays? How much are you buying the apples?
I think Bobby Jones buys the apples. It's either 40 or 50 each.
I did see somebody over at the Saint Denis marketplaces selling apples, so I don't know if it's a good deal or not. You may want to stock up on some green apples.
Wait a minute. Are you using horse apples or regular apples?
Bobby just uses the regular apples.
All right. Well, that's all right. They tried to sell me horse apples when I arrived to county. I only sound like a horse when I'm walking and sleeping. They were
Yeah, they're a little too bitter for my taste, you know. I think the horses enjoy them though.
Yeah, I think they do.
But we were out in the swamps earlier, and somebody tried to take me as. Who was that?
I don't know. That was rude.
What'd he say?
I don't even know.
I believe hola, señoras.
Ah, okay. I couldn't hear it. The birds here are so loud, I feel like they're inside my brain.
But I was saying I was over in the swamps earlier this morning, and somebody said they wanted me as a hostage, roped me up with some old nasty lassos that hadn't been washed.
Oh. Well, did they at least feed you or give you something to drink?
No, and then he threw me on the ground and kicked me in the sides after it was over with. And I said, "Respect your
I'm so
elders."
sorry.
That's
It's terrible.
You know, that's a good name for a tavern. The Unwashed Lasso.
Oh,
Yeah.
I do like that.
Hello. Oh, now they're
Oh,
back.
how do? Hello,
How
hello.
they do?
My.
Oh, someone got hurt.
One of those days, I guess.
Let's see.
Another hostage.
Yeah, last time I was taken hostage, they just kind of walked all over me like I wasn't even on the ground.
What?
I'm sorry.
That's not nice.
No.
They were taking Eustace, and I pulled my bow out and I said, "What are you doing with my husband?" And they said, No, settle down. It's all right. Don't kill us like you did all those wolves that time." And I said, all right, you're safe. I said, "Where are you taking him?" And they said, "We're going to take him as hostage, but we'll bring him back." You know, they took him, but they forgot his hat.
My precious hat. So Elvani had to pick it up.
I did. I put it in my pocket so you'd have it later. If you see a crease mark in it, it's from the pocket.
They said if I was good, they wouldn't throw me in the pig pen afterwards. Luckily, I did have a nice bath at the Bastille.
Oh, well, that's good.
I've started calling it the bath still.
The bath still.
The bath still.
I hardly
love a
ever,
nice bath.
I hardly ever see any customers in there. I was reminiscing about the days of old. Where have all the customers gone?
Where have all the customers gone? It could be a song. Needs work.
Yeah, needs a little fine tuning too.
But lovely so far.
Well, what else did you want to see over here in Guarma? We can show you around.
Anything you'd like. I'm very happy tagging along. It's been lovely so far.
We can show you where the salt area is. That's an important spot.
Where the bananas and the aloe.
I would appreciate that.
There's a few things here. There's oysters. There's pineapples.
Are you going to sell those oysters legs at the bakery?
I don't think so. We did come over here and grab some the other day, and got some can openers, and you know, cracked them open. Seems to be like a lot of work though for what you get out of them.
Once they're open, what do you do with them? Can you just eat them?
You just slurp them up.
Oh, that sounds interesting.
Do you get any pearls out of them?
I haven't, so I'm not sure. I don't know if you can or not. But I hadn't really, you know, caught that many. I think I caught maybe like 40 or so.
Ooh.
Well, we better get on with our little tour here before it gets too late. Need to get lunch soon.
Yeah, well, y'all take care. I'm gonna go do me a little bit of farming.
It was good to see you, Brooks. You take care. Watch out
Y'all
for
as
snakes
well.
with your feet the way they are.
Yeah, you're already missing 2 toes. We won't.
That's right. I'm gonna try to keep the rest of them, but I do have me some elixir just in case one tries to snap me. You know,
Alright,
hiding in
that's
a bush or something.
Oh, good. You know how to make that good stuff to keep away those snakes. Oh, you don't know the formula for that?
Oh no, I just bought some.
Oh, well, you take some of the oil from the general store and some water from the general store, and then you take the vial of venom and you mix it together.
Oh, all right.
So oil on top, venom in the middle, and water on the bottom. Kind of logical because oil doesn't. Oil floats on top.
Yeah, just straight down the middle.
Okay, well, I appreciate that.
Noted for sure.
That come in handy.
It does if you're out there with the snakes. We try to tell people that are important to us. We don't want you getting bit out there.
Yeah, my ankles really do need a break.
Yeah.
He's living on the wild side, just exposing those ankles.
Exposed ankles, you're gonna get arrested.
I can't help it. They need to be free, you know.
That's right. I appreciate a free ankle. I draw myself with my ankles
Howdy do.
exposed.
Howdy.
I'm afraid I'm going to be arrested for the drawings of my ankle.
Miss Elvani, I've seen a few of your drawings. You were exposing a little bit more than them ankles.
Yeah, I told you, you need to put that book away.
And that's why I don't put the face on there. If you don't
Right.
draw a face on it, it could be anybody at all.
That is true.
I could say, look, that's Brooks. They're not going to know the difference.
Could be. You know, there's a lot to be seen under this poncho.
That's right. All right, well, we'll see you
Y'all
around.
take care.
You have a good day.
All right.
Bye now.
Safe.
Probably need to get to the salt while the sun's still in the sky.
When you see the pathway to this salt, Moira, you'll know that it's kind of scary.
Just keep in the back of your mind, it's vines and not snakes.
Yeah, it's vines and not snakes, because as they swipe across your forehead, you're going to start to think they might be snakes. You get a little nervous.
Of course.
Did we want to jog then before it gets too dark?
Yeah, let's pick up the pace just a little.
All right, we'll take a faster route. Frustrated with life.
Oh.
Yeah, the goat tries to attack you sometimes. It's not very friendly. Oh, there's the pigs.
So there are some pigs over here. You can take them and you can hunt over here as well and take them to the butcher.
Oh.
Moving around.
Nice shot.
Thank you. Oh, there's one of those snakes with legs.
Where'd you see the snake with legs?
It was right here, but it's run off now.
So once you get to the creek here, you want to keep going across the creek to the other side over there.
All right, the pig is down.
Oh, you got a pig too?
Yeah, I did. We don't ever go for the pigs that are in the town or inside the fences. We've heard it upsets the locals because those pigs are their friends. They've spent time taming those. There's a bird right there.
Oh, that's a pretty bird.
Have you ever seen a deer call?
Oh yeah, Blake showed us like two antlers rubbing together. Also, uh-oh, what are you going to get out of here? I don't think there's any deer.
Ooh, did we call something? Oh wow, what's gonna show up here? We'll see.
No, it doesn't always call a deer. Sometimes it calls a little small coyote.
Oh,
I see a pig over there
They
running
get a bit
around.
tricked.
tricking coyotes.
But sometimes you call nothing. That's okay.
Well,
Also, did you know if you take a bird, if you shoot a bird and kill it, if you just leave it there, more birds will show up? They want to eat on the bird.
it's not always birds.
Yeah, there's some animals too.
We left a deer one time in the swamp, and a couple of birds showed up to try to eat it, and then we were able to shoot the birds. We left a bird on the ground one time, and a fox showed up to eat it.
Brilliant. Earlier, I did see a few ravens come down on a bird's carcass.
Yeah. I left that bird over there. We'll see what shows up. Could be something.
Okay.
All right, off to the salts, I guess.
Yeah, the trail picks up over here on this side of the creek.
It's kind of hard to follow this. Yeah, Blake told us sometimes the deer will come back a time or two.
Yes, they do tend to come back, and then they get scared very easily.
Yeah. These are the vines that are not snakes.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. It's... We haven't seen anything with very sharp teeth, but I heard something make a noise in the woods one day. It made a wow, wow kind of a sound, and then the pigs were screaming and running, but I never did see what made the noise. It could have been anything.
Possibly a larger creature.
It could have been.
There's the waterfall to our left.
It's a pretty good view of it here. There's an upper waterfall that's way, way up there to the right. That's kind of hard to see.
But it is breathtaking.
Right, it's very pretty.
There goes the deer.
There it is.
Oh. I'm scared it twice now.
I believe 140 or 180. Right. Fitting.
These are vines and not snakes. Vines, not snakes.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, and it gets a lot darker in here. I told you some of the area.
Oh, pig.
It's down there somewhere. Right here is where we like to get the salt. It's kind of loud over here because of the waterfall. But if you have a pick in your hand, you can see better where you're supposed to get the salt from.
Yeah, there's a couple of multiple places around this little general area, but you have to have the pick in your hand. But you can get the salt. The salt is used to make the leather. So like deer pelt, if you take the deer pelt over there by the butcher in Saint Denis, there's a tanning station right there, and you can take the deer pelt and salt and some bottled water that you purchase at the general store and make 6 pieces of leather.
That's if you have a deer.
Coyote, the smaller animals are usually maybe 2 to 4 pieces of leather. And then horse trainers and doctors will buy the leather.
If they're buying leather. We have trouble with them buying the leather sometimes.
I see.
And usually the leather rates are about $1.50 to $3 sometimes.
There's a scary cave across the river.
Oh.
Yeah, it's over here. We'll show you where it's at.
Of course.